welcome back. So today is Friday, August 30th. Baby girl is 11 days old. She's right there in her bassinet, probably going to wake up any second, but this is going to be like a chit chat, get ready with me, life update, also kind of a Sephora sale haul, kind of all in one. I just took a shower and got dressed, and now she's waking up, so I know my time is very limited before I have to eat her. I may end up feed her. I may end up feeding her during this video, but today I'm feeling pretty good. I'm going to start out with the Glam Glow Glow Starter Mega Illuminating Moisturizer, a nude glow. And there she goes. My acne since pregnancy has been good. I just have 2 active pimples. The rest are just scars. She's not full on crying yet. This is kind of like her, we call it squawking. Penny, my dog, doesn't like it when the baby cries. Well, gee, I made it 1 minute and 6 seconds into this video before the baby cries. But I got a 100-point perk of this, so I definitely wanted to use that. And then I got, all right, okay, Benefit Boing Cakeless Concealer in number 3. I'm gonna open that. I'm gonna get the baby, and we're gonna try to do this with her on my lap. But this is Cover More, Cake Less. This is full coverage liquid concealer, hides it all from dark under eye circles to blemishes, discoloration, yet it feels lightweight and doesn't cake. 24-hour long wear, waterproof, cushion tip, smooth application, blends seamlessly. In shade number 3. I don't know if this is a good match. I just took it out, but it looks like an eraser. Benefit always has like the cutest packaging. Sorry, this is like over lit. All right, I'm gonna pick up the baby, but I'm gonna spot treat this. All right, this is Eleanor's premiere. Hey sweetie, say hello. I'm wearing my Breast Friend breastfeeding pillow, and this is a Esquire nursing top, and her labor and delivery story has been filmed like a week for her delivery story, but I didn't get a chance to fully edit it yet. Like basically I imported the footage into my editing software, and then never finished editing it. Maybe I will. You want to eat? Now she's just staring at me and not accepting the boob. Come on. But anyway, life update. So I have a new baby. My other daughter, Daisy, is 27 months old, and Eleanor is now 11 days old. This is the second time I've filmed since I had her. The first time was just like the intro and the outro to the labor and delivery story, and then that was like a week ago. Here you go. But I had her on the Monday, we came home on the Wednesday, and now it's the following Friday. So we've been home for 9 days. Do you want to eat? Come on. She was 7 pounds 5 ounces, so a little bit smaller than we thought. Hey, don't you want to eat? There you go. There you go. She's been nursing pretty well, except she doesn't like my left boob for some reason as much, so sometimes I have to pump that side. She just refuses to take the left boob, but not all the time. It's like when it's too full or something, she doesn't like that side. I'm not sure. Right now she's eating, so. Oh, mom life, right? Yeah, I never got around to putting on that concealer. Today we are going to take her to the lab to get her newborn screen, like blood draw, done. Oh, oh. Yeah, yeah. There you go. Come on. But she's been sleeping in 4 or 5 hour stretches, and I am going to be filming like her 1/2 week, like kind of like a postpartum baby update soon, but this video will be faster to edit than the delivery story. Like that is a beast. I have like cell phone footage, still photos, videos in different albums on my phone, and it's probably going to be like 40 minutes long, and it covers like the morning of through 2 days later, like the hospital stay, and then when we got home and her meeting her sister. So it's like, it's a lot of footage. But I was like gonna split it into different vlogs. I'm like, no, because it's all kind of in my head one experience. Like I had her, I was there, and then I brought her home. You know, it's all one experience. Anyway, I will film the 1 to 2 week postpartum update, but for right now she's eating, so I guess I'll just try to try out this concealer. And she is safely propped on my pillow, so I'm just gonna do a couple of dabs here. Sorry if you can't see very well. So shade 3 looks, oh really? A little bit light. I love the packaging though. I love that it looks like an eraser. Sorry if I'm not looking at the camera that much, but I've got a human on my lap. Here, do you want some more? She popped off. Do you want some more milk? I need to blend this in before it. So this, I'm hoping, can replace regular concealer. Oh, this is way too light. And my under eye corrector and like my acne concealer that I use. Oh, what's up? Here. Here. There you go. Get on there. Good. Now she's latched again. So I can already tell this is way too light, but if I just used it under my eyes, I think it would be okay, because that's okay if it's like a shade or two lighter than your foundation, but if I was going to try to use this all over my face, I think it's way too light. There you go. She unlatches sometimes, and it's like I have to sit there and cup my boob the entire time she eats, sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. Or she hops off. Okay, so another thing I hauled recently, or I bought recently on Amazon, actually was by the Emily Noel 83, her recommendation of the, is it Maybelline or CoverGirl? Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation, and this is in the shade 125 Nude Beige. And I actually bought this on Amazon. I probably would have bought it in a store, but I don't drive right now. My doctor said 2 weeks, so I haven't driven since the 18th of August. So this is the first time I'm cracking it open. My first impression when it was delivered was, ooh, that's a little too dark. I don't know. Maybe it's a good summer shade, and if I love it, it says it's full coverage foundation up to 24-hour wear, seamless matte finish. Emily Noel said it's more like satin. Breathable and comfortable, fade and transfer resistant, oil free, doesn't clog pores, dermatologist tested. Nude beige. I'm gonna give it a shot as soon as I can get my hands free. Oh, that's some good milk you're getting there. I don't know what kind of applicator it is. Ah, it's a pump. Cool. Always makes me happy when they're pumps. I'm sorry if this is super distracting, like me feeding her, but if you're a mom, you understand. And I'm not gonna be able to like do this as beautifully as I would otherwise, but you know. Hey. I'm trying to keep my hands clean so I'm not like squirting it on the back of my hand. Here you go. Good. I'm just putting it right on the brush. Here. There you go. Sometimes she pops off and, oh wow, this is full coverage. I will zoom you in at some point when I can get my hands free here. And I will also lift her up so you guys can see her better. Here you go. Want some more milk? But yeah, my milk is here full force. I breastfed my older daughter for 13 months, so hopefully we can do the same. And honestly, the only reason I quit breastfeeding my older daughter was because I wanted to get my cycle back and get pregnant again. And I didn't get my cycle back till the month that I quit breastfeeding, like 13 months. So, so this time I may breastfeed longer. I don't know. I mean, like, I don't want to have like a 5-year-old breastfeeding. Don't get me wrong, but, and at the point that I quit with my older daughter, it was basically like I was only nursing her morning and evening. So I don't think she was getting like that much nutritionally from me. Hey, you hear her slurping? Get your whole mouth on there. Get your whole mouth on there. Oh, there you go. Guys, if you only knew how hard this is with one hand. This is like that challenge. You guys ever see that? Like the one hand challenge or the left hand challenge or the no mirror challenge, you know, or 2 brush challenge. There's all those like tags on YouTube that like people have tried. And right now I'm doing the one hand, left hand. I feel like this is not going to be my best makeup tutorial, but if you were looking for mom life video, here it is. Okay, what do we think? I think that the coverage is really good. And that foundation is not as dark as I was thinking. I don't know if it oxidizes, like if it's going to get darker throughout the day, but I think it's even either a perfect match or like a tiny bit light. So that's actually better for the fall, as my skin tends to get a little bit lighter, maybe by a shade. Anyway, so the next thing I want to try, or I know I like it, but the next thing I hauled recently was the Benefit Gimme Brow, and I actually got a good deal. So this is the full size. It's teeny tiny, right? It's like really small. Here, get back on. But it's normally $24 for like the full size. And I usually get shade 3, which I didn't realize there's like so many more shades now. I think there used to just be 1, 2, and 3, or 1, 3, and 5, or something like that. This one is shade 3, neutral light brown. But I just bought the same color that I've been using for years. But anyway, the full size is normally $24, and they had this offer like during the sale. It's $24 for a full size and a travel size, which I think is like half the size, and it's the same price, $24, but I also got 20% off during the sale. So I think I paid like $22 for or what's 24, 20% off, 24 divided by 5 is almost $5. So yeah, like 20 bucks for a full size and a travel size. And let's face it, I don't know how much I'm going to be traveling with a newborn, but if you can tell, I just did that brow really quickly, and it does make a difference. So, all right, I am going to pause this. Oops, she just spit up. I'm going to pause this for a moment. Clean up. Oh, did you have a good milk snack? You spit up a lot. Okay. I'll chat with you guys in a few minutes after I burp her, clean up this spit up. Her little bedhead. A lot of stuff while I was paused here. I used that concealer a little bit more under my eyes, and I set it using the Bare Minerals Translucent Press Powder. I know I look crazy with one eye done. I used the Marc Jacobs lip gloss. Where did I put it? Right here. This is the High Shine Enamored Lip Gloss in, I don't know the shade, but it's like the bright pink one. But when you just sheer it out, it's really pretty pink. And then on my cheeks, I use the Makeup Forever Jessie J palette, or Jessie J? I don't know. Anyway, it's a 3 like bronzer, blush, and highlight. And honestly, I use this for ease. Like, it wasn't because I thought it was particularly like perfect for the look or whatever. I just am holding a baby in my arms, so I use that on my cheeks, bronzer, blush, and highlight. And then I use that same concealer on my eyes and the same translucent powder to prime my eyes. And then on my eyes, I look at the hiccups. See this cuteness? Oh yeah. I use the In the Balm of Your Hand, the Greatest Hits Volume 2. And this palette is pretty cool because it takes some of their like best sellers and stuff from other palettes that the Balm has, and puts them all in one place. So there's bronzer, blush, highlight, and eyeshadows. There's a couple things that this palette is missing to me. I'm missing a matte off-white for my brow bone. I end up using the shimmery highlighter one, the Mary Luminizer, which is famous. And then I'm missing a lid shade, like something that's not that shimmery white and not like dark, you know? There's nothing that's like a gold or a champagne or a, you know, medium light beige or a, you know, something. That little beauty. She's wearing a cupcake onesie, newborn size, by the brand Onesies. It's a hand-me-down. Anyway, and so what I did was I took the shade called Meet Matte Adore, Matte Russo. And it's Meet Matte Adore is the eyeshadow palette, I think, or yeah. And then Matte Russo is the name of the tan shade, and I just used my Sigma E40 taper blending brush, and I did that in the crease, or in transition kind of shade. And then I used an e.l.f. This is just like their Bare whatever brand, and I use that underneath the brows and the inner corner. If you want like a real cool tutorial, this, you know, high in depth, this is not it, but this is how I really do truly get my makeup done. And then I use the shade Alice Copper from the Rockstar palette and Firm from the Nude Dude palette, which is like this burgundy and this tan here, these two. And then I put that all over the lid and up into the crease. Hey, sweetie, where are you trying to go? She's pushing off my lap pillow. Okay, honey. Use that all the way up into the crease. And then for liner, I use the Essence Waterproof Liquid Liner and the Essence Mascara as the False Lash Effect Lash Princess. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that up. And I'll be right back. Oh, and I'll blend again the edge. Her just like pooped on me, so she's gonna need to be changed soon, but I did finish the eye look in case you guys wanted to see. She's practicing her tummy time. She's lifting her head a little bit. Okay, sweetie. Last but not least, the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. Bring it away from the baby in case you're wondering. She did not get any of that. Oh, it's okay. All right, well, life update. Life is getting easier. She's sleeping 4 or 5 hours once a day at nighttime, like from 9 to 2 or 8:30 to 1 or whatever. Here. And then, you know, an hour or two at a time after that. But the problem is, like, she takes a while to get back settled in her bassinets. Like, takes me a couple of attempts to put her back down. But once she's back down, she'll sleep for a couple more hours. So I usually get like something like 9 to 2 out of her, 9 to 1. I wake up and nurse her, and I might be up for an hour or two. She's eating again just to appease her while I finish talking. But then takes me an hour, hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes, a couple of attempts, swaying, rocking, trying to get her back to sleep. Then she'll go back down for a couple hours, and then her big sister wakes up at like 5 in the morning. Usually, like this morning it was 4:55. Sometimes it's like 6:15, but it's usually in the 5 o'clock hour. Luckily my mother-in-law has been off for the last 2 weeks from her other job, so she's been able to take big sister down to the basement downstairs and play with her for a couple of hours, give her breakfast, get her dressed, so that my husband and I can attempt to go back to sleep. But the last couple of days we haven't been able to go back to sleep because this one won't go back down after her like 5 or 6 a.m. feeding. So like yesterday was the first day at 10 days postpartum that we went for a walk, and like I pushed the stroller and he had the toddler chasing her around. We got the mail and we did like a 15-minute walk. And post C-section, I was like, I probably could have done it much sooner, but it felt good to move my body. And I couldn't even do that much walking at the end of my pregnancy because when I did that much, I would get contractions. So it was nice to like get out, and it's still really hot. There's like heat advisories, like 110, 112 degrees every day, end of August here. So the temperature should start dropping in the next couple of weeks, and I'm hoping that on Tuesday when I have my first like 2-week postpartum, appointment with my doctor, my OBGYN like releases me to do more. I mean, I'm not talking like go to the gym and like do ab exercises, but just walk for half an hour or whatever. I just kind of taking it easy. And then I was prescribed like, my inhaler during pregnancy, Advair and antacids, and stool softeners and calcium for the Charlie horses in my legs, ibuprofen around the clock, iron pills. I was taking a prenatal and my medicine for MS, and all of that, like every single day, multiple times a day, some of them. And I just am off almost all of it now. I do take the MS medicine and the prenatal, and then I'm doing my ibuprofen. Today is the first day that I've been off. They're supposed to be every 6 hours, and I think I'm at 13 hours and I haven't taken it, so I'm feeling okay. I am getting around, getting up and down. The first few days were pretty painful, and I only took Percocet once since I was home from the hospital. That was like the day we got home because I was in a lot of pain. And now I can get up and I can do the stairs, and I can get up while holding her, the extra weight. I can sit up, stand up, lay down, get up, roll over, all that in the bed, and I don't hurt. And then I'm getting able to like, I'm not saying I'm lifting a ton, but like bending and picking something up off the floor, like a laundry basket that's half full of clothes. It's not like I have to like brace myself. I haven't worn the belly band in a while, so it's getting easier. Having 2 kids is definitely an adjustment. Luckily we have like live-in help, so if you don't, like, I know it's probably so much harder. But for the most part, when she wakes up in the middle of the night, my husband unswaddles her, changes her diaper, and in that like minute or two that he's doing that, I get myself like a drink, go to the bathroom, whatever, take my medicine, whatever I need to do in the middle of the night, and then I get myself sat in that rocking chair with my breastfeeding pillow on, ready to go. And then I feed her, he goes back to bed. And it's been working, but he goes back to work, so does my mother-in-law, the same day, Tuesday, the day after Labor Day. So that's when life gets real. It's just me. He's working, she's working. She'll have my toddler all day, so it'll just be me and the newborn. But yesterday was my first time being alone with the baby. Like, my husband went to the dentist and he left for like an hour or two, and it was just me home alone. And she cried for like 20 minutes and wouldn't latch, and it was like kind of scary, but I think you just gain that confidence over time. I know with my 2-year-old, when she first came home, I was like freaked out about being alone with her, so I don't know why it's so scary to me, but anyway, my hair is still drying. I know my ears stick out. It'll dry. Anyway, that is it for my chit chat life update. We're doing it today. Her newborn's green. I'm not looking forward to the blood draw, but I'm feeling better and sleeping a little better, and I'm on 1 cup of full caffeine coffee a day instead of like a half calf. So even without the sleep, a little bit extra caffeine, I'm doing okay. I'm averaging between 6 and 8 hours a night, but it's usually in like 3, 4, 5, 6 parts. And then I try to nap. She takes usually one good nap a day, like a 2-3 hour nap. So I try to get like a half hour if I can. And then the other hard part about this period of life is trying to make sure that my 2-year-old still feels special. And it's tempting to never put the baby down because she's cute and adorable and wants to nurse and wants to sleep on you all the time. But I try to make sure that every single day, a couple times a day, I just put her down somewhere, and then I go sit on the floor with my 2-year-old. I play blocks, I build, I do stickers, I color with her, something like that, so that she still feels special and like she gets to see mommy. But the other day, I mean, I cried because when she was crying, she went to grandma, and she wanted grandma, and she wouldn't come to me. And that was when I was like, okay, you've been spending a lot of time with your grandma and not with mommy. So that was kind of like my awakening. Oh, and I did want to say that I have lost all my pregnancy weight, and I'm actually down like 4 pounds from my pre-pregnancy weight at 11 days postpartum. I think the break-even point for me, because I only gained about 10 or 12 pounds, that was 8 days postpartum, or 7 or 8 days postpartum is when I was already down all my weight. But again, she was 7 pounds 5 ounces at birth, and plus placenta and all the blood loss, and they pumped you with fluids, but I only gained 10 or 12, so it wasn't that hard to lose the baby weight. Now it's happening much slower. Every day I get on the scale and I'm like half a pound down. So I'm not exercising, like I said, I'm just still sweating at night and losing those fluids. So that is it for my life update. I'm gonna do a lot of this is gonna be duplicate information from my 1 or 2 week postpartum update, but I just don't know when I'm gonna get around to filming that and editing this. And this one is gonna be all like, I'm just gonna put these clips, I think I have 3 or 4 clips from this video that I just filmed, put them all in a string and produce and upload it. I'm not gonna be like doing the hardcore stuff where I like do captions and timestamps and importing different pieces from different things and fancy intros and outros and all that crap. Like this is real. Anyway, that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye.